I'm Michael.
And today we have our weekly recap.
Which is really a 2-weekly recap because Steph has been missing.
I was away in Maine visiting friends and family for a week, so that was a lot of fun. So we have a lot to talk about because apparently I did play a lot more games than I thought.
Yes, I did not.
That's fair. I mean,
so,
we did
we're going to give it to you.
All right, we did play a bunch. First thing I wanted to throw out there was when we did stream Pathfinder Quest 2 weeks ago. I want to mention it because it is currently on Backer Kit, I think it is. And it's a great game. It's one of my best of the month. Probably yours too, one of them. So we highly recommend checking it out. It's a really cool cooperative adventure game where you walk through the different levels and, level up.
That's right.
Beat up on baddies and, all the good stuff.
All the good stuff.
Yeah, so had a great time with that, and I just want to do a shout out because it is currently something you can back. And so don't wait.
Or it'll be too late.
Oh, look, Dan found the link. Thanks, Dan. So yeah, definitely worth checking out. I will start off by saying I played a whole bunch of BGA when I was gone.
Yes.
And before I get into that, Amy and I played like 3 campaigns of My City.
Wow.
There's a new My City app and I'm just highly addicted. I kind of put it on pause since I got back, but we have been playing My City nonstop when I was away. Where I would go on a walk and play like several games with her.
On a walk?
It's really nice in Maine, so...
How do you like walk and play with your app? Because
the roads are, it's not busy.
I mean, like when I'm out, I'm like looking at things.
Yeah, I mean, there's lots of trees. There's not just enjoying weather.
Yeah.
Enjoying the weather. Anyway, it was nice to be able to play that a whole bunch. And so definitely check out that app for My City if you also enjoy it. They have daily challenges. Addicted. I love it. I love it. One tree looks like another. Yep, that's pretty much.
Yeah, but like you'd be looking at your phone, you'll like go right into a hole.
No. I'm a great walker.
I'm an excellent walker.
I can walk. Now we talk about running. I'm not so good at that. Okay, so on BGA, I played several games of Let's Go to Japan. I'm one shy of making my H index 14, and that could be one game of Let's Go to Japan. So I've been really enjoying it. I think others have been too. I think Jelfia joined in a game of that. Jelfia is also playing in a game in My City with us. I played a game of Digit Code and Far Away. Both games are great on BGA. They're so quick. Amy and I have been nonstop playing Age of Innovation for the past 2 months. So we have an ongoing game. It's like we finished, we started a new game. So we just keep going with Age of Innovation. It's good. I like playing with all the different interactions. It's like a lot of variety. Yeah, I gotta bring that to game night because Jonathan still hasn't played it and he needs to play it. He's like, well, is there anything different between Age of Innovation and Terra Mystica or Gaia Project? Yeah, there is.
A little bit.
Yeah, there is. It's much better than Terra Mystica. Oh my god.
What? One Terra Mystica game looks just much like another.
No. Incorrect. And several games of Nidavellir. I'm often reminded how much I love Nidavellir every time I play it.
It was your game of the year that year.
I don't even know if it was, but
I think it was really close.
It should have been if it wasn't. For me, Nidavellir is fantastic. I like the expansions okay, but I find it really hard to follow it on BGA when playing with expansions, so I don't prefer it online with the expansions, though Rainer likes it with that, so he always picks it with all the expansions, and I don't necessarily like that. But Jelfia and Amy and I have been playing just the base game, which I really appreciate. I told Jelfia she's got to get up her rookie numbers, so she invited me to several games of Draftosaurus, and those games are so quick. So that helps get her numbers up. I like Draftosaurus. I like it more online than, in person, because in person you're holding these awkward dinosaurs that you then have to like pass to the next player. Mm-hmm. So it's like I have to like touch your greasy paws or whatever. Like the sweaty paws of the player to your right and
left. So
Nidavellir
was 2021, and I don't have that in the spreadsheet.
I played it. It might have been in the 2022 because I didn't play it. No.
Nope.
I played it in January of 2021.
Nope. I'm saying you played it sometime in 2021. I don't have stats from 2021. Oh. I have stats in the top 10 from 2022 and beyond. Interesting. I have the best of 2022.
But not sooner.
But not before that.
Got you. Oh. Amy and I continue to play games on BGA. We played...
I know you said that.
I'm continuing the list because it's an ongoing list of tons of games.
Okay.
Duel for Cardia, which I taught her in person, and is a great little 2-player game. We played it on stream if you want to check out that playthrough. Right.
Be sure to friend Steph on Board Game Arena if you want to play any of these games.
She's like, we gotta play Galactic Cruise, and I'm like, I don't want to. And then we did, and then she's like, let's play again, and I'm like, no.
You like Galactic Cruise?
I don't. You do.
I think it's fine.
I think it's fine. It's not a keep for me, but it was a keep for you. So
yes.
It's not a game I want to be playing all the time, especially on BGA.
I don't want to play any game all the time. I like variety.
I know you like variety. I like to play games multiple times.
Yes.
And then I finished the game of Caverna. Love it. Love it. I'll always play Caverna. So that's my recap of BGA games.
Okay.
In 2 weeks. That's a lot.
Now you have to catch up to where I've started playing games.
Then I had a game day while I was in Maine. I got games played in real life. I learned Nemesis Retaliation, taught to me by the famous Jeff.
But not in Maine.
That's right. This is Massachusetts, but still.
You know, if the Patriots relocated to Maine, they could be the main characters.
I don't get it. Okay, so Nemesis Retaliation, fantastic. Michael will have to play soon. We do have a copy, so amazing.
Not provided by the publisher.
Not provided by the publisher. It's cool because there's a lot of differences with Nemesis, but a lot of like overlying like feeling is the same. Like you're doing the same thing. You're beating up aliens, but the aliens are coming at you a lot harder, but they're easier to kill in a way. So it's a really cool system they have for combat. They're just like bombarding you.
I don't think I like that.
It's not so bad. They're easier to kill, basically.
It doesn't matter.
You'll see.
The object of the game is not to just kill aliens. The object of the game is to complete your mission.
Correct. So you still have to do that. You still.
Oh, I'm on the fence now. That's interesting.
You'll play it. And
maybe I will.
Apparently it's very, very difficult to kill the queen, but we had a perfect storm of things where we were able to kill the queen.
So yeah, I was hoping it would be Nemesis as is with a modular map. Then it doesn't sound like it's it.
Not really. It's definitely different.
That makes me a little sad.
It's definitely different. The famous Jeff. Yeah, Jeff is famous in this house for being awesome. Basically, this game is Aliens, where the first game is Alien. Is what Jeff describes it as.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't see Aliens.
I thought Lockdown was like Aliens.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't. So, I didn't see Aliens, so I don't know. I really liked it because there's like a common mission that people can try and do or not. And so if people at the table are trying to do the common mission, well, maybe you go try and help them. But I like that you don't really know, but you kind of know. I like that it's face up, right? So it's an interesting. It's more co-op in that way for me, but it's still, you still could be like, well, player 3 has to die. You could still have that goal too, like, you know. So there could be a little bit of backstabbery if you want to play that way. Then we waited for the other table to finish, so we played several games of Fellowship of the Ring, my most played game this year.
The trick-taking game.
Yeah, the trick-taking game.
Gotta be clear.
The Fellowship of the Ring. There's only one. There's probably more.
BGG with
the trick-taking game. And Joel had never played, but we just threw him into the deep end and we played a harder level. And it was fine. We did well. And we played a big game of Just One new version.
Definitely more.
New version. So the Just One new version is what it's actually called in BGA, which is stupid. I hate that they named it new version. Whatever. Anyway, it's Just One with more cards. It's the same game, but just a whole bunch of new words, which was needed for a while, in my opinion, because the words get old, especially if you're playing on BGA. You see the same stuff. So it works out because I really like the new words and the new production. It's actually not a dry erase pen. It's a pencil that you write with, and then you just erase it.
On BGA?
No, on the new version.
I'm like, you don't have anything on BGA.
No.
You type.
No, BGA doesn't have the new version.
Yeah. I'm confused, but sure.
It's fine. Everybody else is not. Hey, and then I got home.
Yes.
And we played lots of games.
No.
We actually did. More than I thought. 5-Minute Mystery. We played several times. This was one of the games I brought home with me from Maine that we could just play to see if we want to keep or not. And 5-Minute Mystery is really a 5-minute mystery, in which case one player is trying to describe a card and the symbols on the card, but you have to find the symbols. It's like a picture of lots of stuff, and you try and find the symbols, and then he has to unlock the code, and then we get a clue to try and find the culprit. And we have to keep doing this until we actually find who the culprit is.
Or can make a good guess.
Or educate a guess, yeah. And so you try and do that within, 5 minutes?
Or whatever the timer is, yeah.
Yeah. So, it's pretty cute. I liked it.
Yep.
And then I had game night with Jill and Brian, and we played 3 chapters because he hadn't played before, and Jill loves it. So it was time. Actually, I played 3 chapters a bunch. I played it also at another game night because everybody's loving 3 chapters. Michael didn't love it that much, but
it's fine.
He thinks it's fine. It's definitely getting a lot of plays. It's gonna be one of my most played games this year for sure. And then we played 2 games of Flatline, which has been a while since
you haven't played that in a while.
Yeah, it's been a long while. But Jill was excited by the cooperative real-time element of dice rolling and craziness. We failed miserably both times. They're like, how will you ever do this? I'm like, it's hard, I know. You have to have a perfect storm of dice and be quick to do things. Like, there were several rounds where we weren't using dice. And, you're gonna lose if you don't use your dice. Even if it's the smallest little bit.
Yeah.
But Flatline, really fun. And then we played the first chapter of Take Time, or the first envelope of Take Time. We weren't that great at it, but
how many platters went into the
regret?
The platter sleeve of regrets or whatever it's called.
We ended up beating all 4 of the first mission, first games, but it took a minute to get game 4 under our win. Another one of my most played games this year. And then Michael and I played a couple games of Regicide Legacy. This is probably my most anticipated game for the year. Like, I am, like, so pumped.
Well, by anticipated, you saw a display, and you were like, I did not know there was a Legacy.
No. And then we played only the base game, which is basically the starting game of Regicide.
So, no? You already knew there was one?
What?
Regicide Legacy.
I didn't know until Gen Con.
That's what I'm trying to say, and you said no.
Yeah, I didn't. Correct. No, I did not.
You said no, that's not what happened.
No, that is what happened.
Okay.
That is
You're confusing people.
No, you're
Most
confusing
importantly, me.
No, you're confusing me.
Okay.
But it's still my most anticipated game for the year because we only played the first level or chapter or whatever they're called, and
I mean, anticipated means you knew about it, you were anticipating it arriving, and then it arrives, and then we play it.
Well,
but we didn't anticipate it at all. What I'm trying to get at is it was completely unanticipated.
No, but once I found out about it, it's even having played it, it's still my most anticipated game because I don't know what's going to happen. I want to play the entire thing, and I want to play it all by Wednesday, so I know if it's my favorite
Probably
game.
A better word to use than anticipated, but I will let you go with whatever you want.
What word?
You are most eager to play.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Whatever you want, you describe it as you want.
I think of it as anticipated because that's anticipation.
Okay.
No, I'm wanting to play it. Isn't that what anticipated me? I'm anticipating it.
It hasn't arrived, and you're anticipating the arrival.
Yeah.
Not that you're in the midst of. I think of anticipation as something that is not yet there, but is coming, and we're already in it.
But that's what legacy games are.
But that's not anticipation. Never mind. It's not quite the word I would use.
Okay.
But that's me. You can use whatever word you want.
It's still my number one most whatever game you want to call it of the year. I feel like it could easily be my number one.
Why don't you call it number one of the year?
I don't know because I don't know yet until I play it because I'm anticipating it being amazing. I have really high hopes for it because it is my kind of game that I really, really enjoy, and I'm very excited to see how it unfolds. So, that's why I'm still saying anticipate because I don't know until it's like Star Realms Rise of Empire. So cool, and then you play it and it's not cool. I don't want that to be the case.
Right.
So I won't know until I play.
Right.
And so it's definitely I'm very excited by it.
So to be fair, Rise of Empire was player versus player. This is totally cooperative.
Yeah, that probably helps too.
Things like My City, it's competitive. My Island, competitive.
Sure.
This cooperative.
Yeah.
Cooperative games tend to not let me down as far as all that's concerned because the competitive games tend to you want to reward good play, but you also don't want to have rich get richer, so it unnaturally tries to flatten the curve by it's like what happened to me in My Island, which was a very negative experience.
Yeah. So Regicide Legacy will probably be good.
I'm hopeful. Which is the word I would use.
No. It's more than hope. I anticipate it being better than I'm hoping it's better. I don't know. There's probably a better word, but I'm not a dictionary. We played a game called The Masters. There's no Taekwondo in there, though. So, I was the master, Michael was not. It is a small little card game, and you are basically trying to manipulate your hand of cards to overtake the other player and get rid of their health points, if you will. And then it's a best of 3, so you play a few rounds, and you get to switch up your role, and so you'll have powers that will like allow you to break the game in somehow. So they're pretty cool skills. Yeah, it was cute. It was better than it was anticipated.
It was so-so.
It is so-so games, correct. We played Spirits of the Wild Awakening. This is a new version of Spirits of the Wild. It's actually a separate entry in BGG, so I'm counting it as a new game, even though
I didn't see it.
It's somewhere around. I don't know, probably behind me. We have a lot of games behind us, so it's fine.
Way over there.
We're gonna do videos of these, but the Spirits of the Wild is a long out of print game that people were on high alert for a long time, so it doesn't surprise me that they did a redo of the game. I'm glad that they did a redo because it's a well-loved game for 2 players, and it'll do well. I mean, it is Mattel, and it will have a wide reach. The game is really fun. So if you enjoy 2-player games, it's pretty quick, probably 15 minutes, and you're basically you're using actions to like take stones, put them on your critters, and try and complete sets. And
I think we have the all-time lowest score.
we scored pretty low because of how the gems came out of the bag.
Like immediately.
Yeah. But I really enjoy the new edition. I think there's like a few extra critters. There's a few extra added things in this edition. So if you have the original, there is new content in this edition and new artwork and stuff. So yeah, definitely worth looking into. On Wednesday, we played Blind Jack on stream. It was good to play it again. And yeah.
Check out the video if you want to see it.
Yeah. Check it out.
And we also did overview videos for probably 13, 14 other games.
So many on Wednesday. It was a busy day. It was busy. And then we played several 2-player games because actually from Gen Con, we have a lot of 2-player only games. So Michael and I just sat there and played a whole bunch of 2-player games. And we played Pillars of Fate.
From Ivy Studio?
Yes, and this is it's not really a tug of war. I mean, it's a tug of war battle.
Pretty much.
Like dueling lane battler game where you're going to be putting 3 cards into each lane and trying to take control, or there's 2 things you're taking control of. You're either taking control with value to get the reward of either positive or minus points, or you're trying to sway positive or negative points for your opponent if you think they're winning. So you want to try and go negative if you think they're going to win. If you think you're going to win, you want to try and go positive. So there's a lot of like, what might it be? There's also specialty cards that you're going to play each round. So that will give you a huge benefit to one of the lanes. And sometimes you can play cards face down once in each lane. So it's if you like this sort of card-driven 2-player, dueler games, I think you'd like it. It's not exactly like special, I would say. I don't think there's anything stand out about the game, but I thought it was fine.
Of all the lane battlers that are out there, this is definitely one of them.
Yeah. But like all Ivy Studio games, the quality is top notch. Though I much prefer another game that came out called Time to Panic, which was a cooperative, like crazy card game. So I like that one a little bit more.
I think we're opposite on that.
You didn't like Time to Panic? You did.
No, it's very random.
Okay. And then
you put the cards out, and then you're gonna get switched, and you get everything fixed, and it's gonna switch, and it's not for me.
Okay.
Other people may like it, but it is not for me.
Boop, 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 boop.
Next,
we played Tic Tac Trek, tiny little tin box from Alley Cat Games.
Way over there.
And again, it's for 2 players. You'll be pulling out these little terrain tiles from the bag and placing them as you take your turn. You put it onto your either X or O side. It's a take on tic-tac-toe, as you can guess from the name Tic-Tac-Trek. And so
I'm quite surprised at the number of tic-tac-toe style games that are coming out all of a sudden.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this would be the second one we played recently. So when you make when you make a 3 in a row, you get to put your little campfire down. That will cover your symbol, but it will score you points based on the number of empty spaces surrounding it, meaning diagonals as well. So you don't want to necessarily build off of your campfires, because then you'll be losing points. So you want to build off of like your opponent's. But you're still limited, because if I pull out a grass terrain tile, I'm going to have to put it next to a grass tile already on the board, or a lake. So
a lake is a wild.
Yep, the lake is wild. So you're trying to like manipulate the board to be in your favor, as well as getting the 3 in a rows to place your campfires down. For a little tiny game, it was not so bad. It's definitely a good travel game because it is so small, and I could see it, playing, if you're camping, which I never am. Why would I be? But, I could see the audience for this game. It's very simple. So for me, it was fine, but I think other people will enjoy it more than me. Michael probably didn't care for it.
It was okay.
It was okay.
It's fast.
Yep. Then we played Rival Cities, which is a new Pegasus game.
All of it's on your side.
Yeah. And this is Rival Cities, so it's for 2 people as well. Kind of a lot going on, because you have to set up the board and the cards and everything, and then there's like 4 different ways you can auto win the game. And then there's a way that the game will just automatically end, and then you score up points and stuff. So obviously during the game, you're like trying to stop the other player from auto winning the best you can.
If you can.
But there's a lot of things going on, so it's really easy to like forget to look for something or forget to do something, if you even can. Because when it's your turn, you're going to move 1 or 2 spaces for free and do the action of where you're landed. Or you can spend resources to go further, so you don't necessarily want to do that because resources are scarce.
However, if somebody is like 1 thing away from winning,
that.
Well, no, that's what I was about to say. And I have no resources, and I can't push the piece any farther, and Steph's sitting on a mountain of resources, she can just spend all her resources, go to the space she wants, and get the instant win.
Mm. It definitely is not.
I would prefer it without the instant win.
Yeah, it's definitely
the 4 different instant win conditions.
Yeah, there's 4 of them.
They're like, oh, we'll just stop them from doing that. Yeah, you say that.
It's not so easy. So it definitely has some not feel good moments in that game.
I want to like it.
I want to like it too. I think it's fine. It's just not something I would ever really gravitate towards playing. No,
it would totally be right up my alley, but yeah, I couldn't stop you the entire game. So
I was on a roll. And then we played Clash of Corgis, which I thought was a 2-player game, but it's actually 2 to 4 players. So we could have played it with more. Don't think I'd want to play it with more. That's a little tiny box.
Whatever by you. Everything that you're talking about is by you.
See? This is, a small little card game. It's like a climbing game. You have to play higher, but each card has its own like special ability, so you keep having to reference the little player aid that's very small. I don't like games with lots of like random things happening. I don't know. So for me, it was not great. I would rather just play any number of other trick-taking games.
Or any other number of climbing games.
Either. And this, of course, you could play with 4 different sets of rules depending on how you want to.
I thought there were 3.
Your number 2 to act in the game. I don't know. I thought it was fine. I definitely don't need to play it again. I went to game night on Friday. We played Fate of Fellowship. I actually played it in person this time. And Chris came dressed up, so it was only right that I got to be Gandalf when he was dressed up as Gandalf. It was random. I drew him. I got to be Gandalf the White. He turned gray. He turned from gray to white. I defeated the Balrog guys. I did it. And then we lost almost all the hope. We went down to 1 hope. And then I came out as the Gandalf the White. And we got some hope back because obviously he's amazing.
I don't know how it works.
I know, but...
Yeah.
So in the game, there's 4 different challenges you have to do. It's always random, except the last challenge, which is throw the ring into Mordor, is always going to be your 4th challenge that you have to do. So this game, we actually had one for the Balrog.
You have to throw it? You can't toss it or drop it?
You got to throw it. So that was pretty cool.
I like to dangle it.
Yeah, Gollum will get it then. Sorry. So we got into Mordor, but we didn't. We were doomed. Yeah. You
were Mount Doomed.
We were Mount Doomed. It was amazing we made it so far, but no, it did not go in our favor. It was really fun. I do prefer it on Board Game Arena, which is sad because it does all the upkeep for you. It's just so nice. But in person was fine too. Jonathan's like, bring 10B. I need to play 10B. So we played 10B. There was 4 of us. It took the full like hour plus to play it with 4 people. But I liked it with 4. You get more cards. But there was also a lot more downtime as people like have to look and see what's out there. And so the game actually felt longer. Like normally with us, it's, I'm always thinking about, what I'm doing, what you're doing. But with 4 people, I'm sitting there like, don't look because it's not going to be there when it gets to be my turn or whatever.
So she gets on and plays with Amy on BGA.
That's probably what happens. Take my turns. But, for 10B, I think the sweet spot is 3 players. I really do enjoy it, so if you can get a copy when it comes to the US, you should definitely do it because it was Michael's number 1 of last month. Mm-hmm. For a reason, because the game is great. But, yeah. Wendy and Jonathan said, it's like Santa Monica, but just more stuff. So, yeah, I could see that. They really love Santa Monica.
I don't see it as Santa Monica.
You make a line of cards and you look for the different symbols. I mean, it's similar, but 10B is much better.
Yes, 100%.
And then we played game day yesterday. We had a lot of games yesterday.
We had to have a lot of games because September has been a low play count month for us. We've been playing a lot of Fate Forge in our game group, and you were gone for
6 days, 7 days.
6 days. So that took a lot of playtime away from us. So we're normally getting 50 titles in a month. We were at 22 at the start of yesterday.
No, I had miscounted. So
I was at 22.
He was at 22. I was at 24, I think. And now I'm at 30.
So yeah, I'm only at 28. So I'm going to have to come up with a top 10 with 28 games played under my belt, which is, I'm going to guess, an all-time low.
We could maybe learn us. 2 more for you and me.
Doesn't matter.
We could learn 2 more, get you at 30.
Doesn't matter. Because the quality of those games is like top notch.
We've played a lot of good games.
We've played really fantastic games.
Even still this month is better than most other months. So
which is pretty darn amazing.
So I'm like, let's play this one. This looks good. It has been good. So yeah, it has been a great month.
If we're going to have a low count month, we got to have some of the heavy hitters.
That's right.
Hey, Jamie. Thinking about a board game you used to play called Welcome To, but the person I used to play with stopped streaming a year ago. I've not played that since. Was just looking at it on Amazon. I'm not sure if it's a good game offline.
It is a good game offline.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
So.
I think it works great offline or even on Board Game Arena. It's still there.
We've played plenty of Welcome To in the past.
Yeah.
We have also gotten to play with a lot of the specialty boards.
Yeah. I really like Welcome To. I actually just picked up Welcome to the Moon, which is like a slightly more like
a little
complex.
More campaignish.
Yeah, right? Yeah. There's like a little bit more going on. So if you like that, if you want like a little bit more than just basic Welcome To, then maybe Welcome to the Moon would be good. I know Jelfia loves it. Yep. So yeah, it is a good one. So at game day yesterday,
yes,
we started with a game called A Carnivore Did It.
Yes.
This is a game that's actually going to be sponsored by Horrible Guild for us to play.
It is surprisingly interesting.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
I thought it was very cool.
This is a logic puzzle type game with like 400 scenarios.
2,000.
2,000 games?
2,000 different puzzles.
A lot.
20 cards, 100 puzzles per card.
Oh yeah, 100 per card.
2,000.
Like so much. So what we ended up doing was playing 15 times. Now I can easily get my H index to 15. But we played like level 12 for 15 cards.
Yeah, we played card 1, number 12, card 2, number 12, card 3, number 12, because 12 is your lucky number.
All of card 1 has the same kind of information, like
the same sort of scenarios.
Like one culprit or whatever it told us, I forget.
There's one culprit, one person is telling a lie.
Yeah.
And there are 5 to choose from.
Yeah. So, no, it was only 3 for card 1.
Oh, yeah, 3.
It's a lot easier than that for card 1. But then as you go through different cards, you might see more people, or you might have a lot more like...
Up to 7. And you could have up to 3 culprits to choose. So we got through 14 of them, and we're like, let's just go straight to 20. And then...
mistakes are made.
We hit the brick wall. Normally... It takes us, so there's if you're playing in campaign mode, then you can see how well you are doing based on whether, I think card 1 is 2 minutes for like a 3-star win, 4 minutes for a 2-star win, and 6 minutes for a 1-star win, right? For card 20, I think it was 4, 8, and 12, or 5, 10, and 15. We did not get it after 27 minutes. So it was that difficult.
It was really hard.
So
we weren't ready for it.
I am glad that it's that challenging.
Yeah, we weren't ready for it.
No.
We were only supposed to be on 15. They're like, let's just go to 20. We can do it. No.
Yeah, we mighta shoulda.
Mighta shoulda. So that was a lot of fun. I look forward to showing you guys. We'll probably play through the campaign of 8 games in 30 minutes.
We'll do whatever, yeah.
30 minutes.
And y'all can help.
Yeah. Then we played Raw, the dice game. This is a
remake of the 2009. Is it 9?
I'm pretty sure it's 2009. And Chad, because he's doing all the Raw games at 25th Century Games, he also picked up the dice game to do.
As he should.
And he did all the artwork for it, etc. So,
and it looks a lot like his Raw and Roll and Write implementations.
Yeah, so they're all...
It's same sort of art style.
Yeah, really nice. So this game is actually going to Kickstarter, I think later October, or sometime October. So we will be streaming that sometime in the near future.
Yep.
I don't have a date yet.
And I gotta say, we had James and Susan playing, and James thinks Raw is broken. So he played the Roll and Write and says, far more enjoyable than Raw. So
if you don't like Raw, then maybe Raw the Dice game's for you. I just had terrible rolling abilities, but that's on me.
But who doesn't like just a dice chucker game? I love them. So
for sure. So I look forward to showing that to you guys. Then we played a game called Storybox, and this game was a nice surprise for me. I knew James wouldn't like it because he's not into like the Dixit's cards and things
Neither
like
am
that, or even story games for that matter.
Well, I'm not a big on stories either.
And you kind of need to have a story element in this game, because what happens in this game is everybody has a hand of 3 cards, and once you hit go, the 2-minute timer starts ticking down, and you play cards telling a story. So like, oh, this is Steph. She was writing her blog. And then I put down a card, but she was really thinking about wolves. And then Michael might put down a card, or Susan might put down a card. Or I could put down another card saying...
And the space aliens are
but the phone rang.
Yeah.
Is what happened.
And then the space aliens were calling and says, how'd you like to take a trip with your family?
So each time you say something, you're adding a card, and... what you're trying to do in the meantime, which I didn't do a good job of at the time, was look at the pictures, trying to remember the order of these pictures, and relating the story in my head as to what's happening. Because your 2 minutes is like not a long time, but we got like a ton of cards played. So yes, it is a long time. And then there's like one moment of the story is like, well, the forest, and then the city, and then this, and then like one thing after another. I'm like, I don't know what just happened.
We knew.
I had no idea. I didn't know part of this. And so after the 2 minutes is up, the person who played last takes the whole deck card, flips it over, and says the first card. Basically, this is the story. Then you pass the deck along, and everybody has to say like the next card, what's happening in the story, and then this happened, and then this happened, and then
so they call this a story memory game. And there's a lot of good twists on the memory game genre that we've played recently. That was the game we played with Aldi.
Yeah.
With the tiles. You remember that?
Wilmot's
something. Yeah.
I don't.
And where you put down tiles face down, and then you are then drawing from those either cards or those duplicates of those tiles to try to remember, oh, where is that tile?
Yeah.
Oh, and if you make yourself a story, then it connects everything together in your head. Wilmot's Warehouse. Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So it did remind me of that when we were playing. This is obviously a much like, I want to say a lighter experience game. But like if I am like, I don't know what happened next, I could be like, does anybody want to help? and Michael might remember, and I point to Michael, and we flip over the card.
And we'll get half points, but we don't lose points.
Or if we're wrong, we still lose the 1 point.
Right.
And so you're trying to get to a certain...
Try to get to 51 for the top, and we got 31, which is not bad for our first try.
No, I had a great time with this. I thought this was one of our better games from game day. I like this challenge. I feel like, how did I forget that? And then there was a moment in our reveal that I'm like, Susan, trust me, they don't know. And James was like, I know. And Michael's like, I know. I'm like, they don't know. They do not know this. And no, they did not know. So I'm glad she picked me, because I'm like, they don't know.
And you can't just call it out. You have to be picked.
Yeah, you have to be picked. So
yeah, that was interesting.
Because I'm like, okay, after this card, I know I played this. Like, you have that memory of like what was in your hand, what you might have played. I'm like, I know sometime I played this mountain card. I thought it was earlier than this, but maybe not. Like, yeah, it's good. I like it a lot. So then we played Uninvited Guests to the Wedding.
At a wedding.
Those wedding crashers.
Yep, from Mosaic Games.
Yeah, this is a game where you have a hidden role and you are a guest and you're trying to take the evidence into your stash.
Little bit more explanation.
Yeah, you go.
There are pictures that are taken in the wedding, and you are trying to collect all the pictures with your face on it to try to cover up the evidence that you were even there. But you might have to take other evidence as well. If somebody catches who they think you are, instead of them taking their turn, they can point at you and say, is this your character? And if they guess you, then you're out. And if they don't guess you, then the original accuser is out. So
it is player elimination, but the game is actually pretty quick anyway, so it was fine.
That was fine.
It's typically not my sort of thing, because I go for one thing that's not necessarily me, and then it ends up being Michael, and then it's like, well, he knows who I am.
I know. I knew who she was.
So obvious.
But I didn't call you out, and I should have.
Yeah, you still won
by 1 point.
Yeah, so didn't matter.
Well, that's the thing. I decided to take the ones that was the guy dressed in blue, and I figured that you would key on me being that. Oh, it's a guy in blue. It must be Michael. And that's who James guessed I was. And I was not that. Hey, Elevation Games. Thanks for the raid.
We're talking about the games we played. So, yeah, I was thinking you might have been blue. I wish I could have seen Susan, because Susan was actually the blue one. I had it in front of me, but I couldn't see it.
Right.
But I wasn't about to guess you, because I'm not good at that kind of game.
What were you playing, Elevation?
Then we played a game called Wizards & Co.
Meaning company.
Wizards & Co.
Yeah. Also, near you.
That's fine. This is a hand management game where you're trying to basically take over the different dungeons and collect gems and take the majority. So if your cards total the most, if they're still there,
assuming they have not been removed by other people's powers.
By the powers, because there's a lot of take that in this game, which I personally dislike. Other people could like it just fine. For me, it's not my style, so therefore the game didn't work for me. You guys seem to enjoy it well enough, but
Elevation got halfway through a game of my father's work.
Nice.
I've not played yet.
No, we have not played.
Do we have it? I think we have it.
Yeah, it's on the sales shelf, but it's not on the sale list.
Shouldn't be on the sale shelf. Should be on the bubble shelf. Okay, fine. Whatever.
I haven't played it, so it'd be on the unplayed shelf.
Yeah, it should be on the unplayed shelf.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure it's worth the effort.
And then
So Wizards & Co. was fine. Played it. Don't need to play it again, I guess. We played a game called...
Unless we get sponsored, and then we'll play anything.
Well, sure. I would probably like it more with 2 people anyway.
Sure.
Just because, I mean, even still, like, you'll play a card to get rid of all my ogres, blah, 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 blah. It's just like, I hate it. I hate it. I hate that. So after that, we played a game I got in the mail yesterday, a prototype of Pinched, right up there. And I'm glad we played it with 4 because I think it's better with more than 2.
I think so too.
So still in prototype form, going to Kickstarter later this year. I'm not sure when. I haven't been given a date. But this game, it might be Kickstarter. It might just be release. I don't actually know. I haven't been given the information yet. I've just been given the game. And this game is a set collection game. I think Bonanza-ish.
Yes.
Because you're trying to get you have 3 columns of stuff you can do, and then after it's been your turn to be the master, what is it? The
mastermind.
Mastermind. After it's been your turn to be the mastermind, you could sell your sets if you want to, or just leave them there. But you can't have anything in your hand after. So I like that it's a little bit more lenient or easygoing versus Bonanza, which is very strict on like the way you play your cards and the way you have to do things. Right. I like it that it's a little bit more like flexible.
Right. But you are collecting and selling sets a lot like you do in Bonanza. Like you could get rid of 2 cards for 1 coin, or 4 cards for 4 coins, or 5 cards for 6 coins, or something like that. Those sorts of transactions. So yeah,
but the way you get the cards is a little bit more interesting in that if it's Michael's turn to be the mastermind, we have to look at his cards in front of him, where we think he's gonna go of the 3 locations in a 4-player game, of the 3 locations, and then try and line up with him.
Because if you do not go where the mastermind is going, you're not going anywhere.
And then you won't get a bonus card.
And the mastermind gets everything.
Yeah, so somebody of the people not the mastermind definitely wants to stop the mastermind from going at it alone, because he's much better at it alone and takes a lot of stuff. And so you don't want him to get away with that. You want to go with him so you can take stuff for yourself and he'll get fewer stuff.
Right.
And now if you're mastermind, there's also stuff that we find in the river. So we'll always get a pity card.
Gotta dump stuff in the river.
Yeah.
After all.
Hey, there's a lot of good stuff in that river, by the way. I got a lot of good stuff, especially after your turn. So
despite that, I still managed to pull off a win.
I was doing all right, but yeah, I couldn't get anything lined up.
Yeah, you kept getting my wilds that were in the river.
I know that was helpful, but I couldn't line up with other masterminds for the majority of the game. So
that's true.
I thought I could. I thought I'd be great at this game. So for me, the game is pretty good. I like it. I don't necessarily think a lot of like unique mechanics or anything are in this game.
I like the different locations. They're the
locations have a different kind. Each location will give you a different bonus if you go at it alone, which is nice.
No, even if you don't go at it alone.
Oh yeah, some of them don't, but like the yellow and the blue, or if you're at it alone. But yeah, there's some good elements to the locations for sure on how to collect cards. Yeah, I liked it. It's colorful, vivid, it's fun theme. So I think they did a good job. It's, in my opinion, no art society, which I absolutely love. But Mighty Board's still making solid games.
100%.
They are definitely a publisher to watch if you haven't been following what they're doing. They've been making a lot of great games recently. So yeah. Which brings me to my next game.
Also Mighty Boards, which
we've been playing our campaign of Fate Forge. And
And I gotta say, we didn't get very far.
I don't know why we did those side quests, by the way. It wasn't me. It wasn't my choice to do those side quests.
It was my choice.
Yeah, it was your choice. And that's
for one
fine.
of them.
Yeah.
Actually, so I had a personal side quest. I did not even choose my personal side quest. James says, I think we ought to go on the shaman side quest. And I'm like,
I don't think that's a good idea.
Elevation, we don't even have a shelf of shame. We have a shelf of unplayed opportunities.
Yay!
There's no shame.
It's a great game. You really need to.
If you're just collecting it, there's no shame.
Yeah.
You worked hard for that money. You worked hard to get that game. There's no shame in that. Nobody shames me for having books on the shelf. Nobody shames me for having a Mazda 3. Nobody shames me for buying a new set of cookware. Why should anyone shame you for you buying a game and putting it on your shelf to be played someday? It doesn't matter when you play it.
Yeah, it's shelf
It's
of
an
opportunity.
unplayed opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a great game, so I highly recommend.
There's no shame.
No shame. It's a great game.
It's all fun.
It was my game of the year.
Plus, let's say you never get to play it. Whoever ends up with your games, whether it be your kids, your spouse, your best friend, or your neighbor, they're going to get enjoyment from that game. There's no shame.
No shame.
We also have a room of opportunity, a stairwell of opportunity, a floor of opportunity. That is correct.
Thankfully, no longer any stairs of opportunity. That was the old place, but yes.
There are a lot fewer games on the floor.
We got more shelves.
Because we have more shelves.
Yay! But even still, we didn't get very far in Fate Forge, but I've been having a great time with it.
Yeah.
By the end of the night, I was definitely done.
So my concern with Fate Forge is that it is very unforgiving as far as mitigation of dice rolls, or whenever you do a scenario, you've got exactly 3 rounds to do things in. So let's say that one of your abilities costs you 2 dice of your 4 dice. Number 1, you have to roll those 2 dice specifically the way you need to roll them. Number 2, that's 2 dice that you're not using to do damage on something else. And that doesn't work, because if you don't kill the monsters, then you're not going to get through in the 3 rounds that it makes you complete these missions in. And I think that's the unforgiving part, is that they're forcing you on this exact timer that it's not possible to do it quicker than 3. And if you have a bad roll, you're not even going to get it in 3. Why not make it 4 or 5, or say, hey, if you get it in 3, you're going to get some kind of cool bonus? No, they don't do that. It is, if you don't get it in 3, we'll give you 1 more, but you take a corruption for it. And corruption, you might as well just say, I'm not going to be able to continue in the adventure any longer, because they are really, really bad.
Corruptions are bad.
I mean, it's like,
I misunderstood something in our final battle, and otherwise I would have said, Susan, no, don't do what she did, and then come up and help me. I didn't realize that I was stuck. Yeah. So it was my fault, and I take, ownership of that. I felt bad, so we had to go another round. I thought we were good, but no, we weren't. So
while I am enjoying the Fate Forge experience overall, there's still a few little rough spots that I would have probably play tested out of this game. Enough so that it is challenging but not punishing.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying it's punishing and stuff.
It is very punishing. And I wonder if they've play tested it, if they tried to play test it to the point of, I'm going to make bad decisions intentionally, I'm going to fail adventures intentionally, etc., just to see what happens if someone can't do well and they get saddled down with all sorts of, let's say I'm taking 7 corruption. Is it possible for me to actually come back from that? I'm not sure they play tested that. That's my concern.
Might just have to start over.
Well, that is a concern. So
yeah, I get it. So we're like halfway through the whole campaign. So we'll see. So
you've normally got like 2 combats and a rest scene. Our rest scene had the equivalent of 2 combats during the rest. Where's the rest?
Well, yeah.
So we did a rest scene with 2 combats and a combat with 1 combat. So, yeah.
It's a lot.
And then it put us directly into another combat.
I know. So I'm like, we gotta stop. Like,
and we're like,
a lot to do.
It's 2 a.m.
Yeah, a lot to do. But it was still a good day of games. I'm glad we played.
Yep.
We have 2 more days of the month, so we'll see if we can learn anything else. But I also just finished up my auction, so I have a lot of stuff I need to be doing in the next day or 2.
Yeah.
So, yep. Otherwise, we'll be back Wednesday with our top 10 for those who want to see our top 10. You can join us on Twitch.
Yep. And we'll be doing that promptly at 5 p.m. Central. So be sure to check us out on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph.
Yep. And so that's the recap of the week.
So if you enjoyed this weekly recap and you want to see more just like it, we do this weekly recap every Sunday. So be sure to follow us on YouTube and Twitch to be connected up with us, or you can check out our YouTube channel for all of our 1800 videos. We've got rules, teaches, playthroughs, overviews, recaps, and our monthly and yearly top 10 videos. Just go to YouTube and search for Board Gamer Steph. Or even better, you can join all these people. When you see the people chatting up here, they are on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph, where we stream live every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central. And we bring you 3 games and usually a whole lot more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we play all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.